I do think that there's a demand for crazy on the internet.
Listen, women are getting pregnant every day in America.
Build back better, blah, blah, blah.
They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him.
No, screw your freedom. Look, I'm kind of retarded.
They're a bunch of dumb shits. No offense.
Don't hate the media, become the media.
Talk about manufacturing reality.
To find out more, fuck around.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your Liberty Radio. This is Friday night. That means it's time once again for Open Lines. It is Friday night, March 15th, 2024. We are broadcasting live from the Piney Woods on the Ides of March. Hopefully nobody bum rushes the door and comes in and stabs me 23 times. That would not be good. See if I can get a little more volume on the mic there. Good Lord. Can't even get off the ground tonight, ladies and gentlemen, without the gremlins stepping in and just, doing what they do, right? I don't know about you at home. I am high right now because I quit smoking in the afternoon and I only allow myself to smoke after dinner now. So I get fucking high at night when we broadcast like you would not believe. I do actually recommend it. Like I know some of you can actually smoke all day long and like, you get the same buzz and you maintain that buzz all day long. And I've been there. I've done that before. But I'm on like a several year stretch now to where I have to be strategic with it. Otherwise, like I'm just burning through the weeds and it's crazy. I don't know. Maybe we weren't necessarily meant to be high all the time. Maybe there is supposed to be a balance there. I don't know. I haven't found it yet, if there is. But I do keep experimenting. I'm very persistent in chasing that data point, although it continues to elude me. Well, the quest continues, I suppose. It is Friday night. It is Open Lines. That means it is your chance to call in and be a part of Liberty Radio. Matter of fact, it's so popular that we actually have a script of stuff that I'm supposed to say. I just said that. It's your chance to be a part of Liberty Radio. You can call in, let us know what's on your mind. Now, we do use Zoom to facilitate communication on Open Lines. I just assume that in 2024, most everybody knows how to use Zoom. It's kind of ubiquitous, thanks to the scamdemic. But you do not have to turn on your camera to call in. That is not a requirement. I know some people make that a requirement. We do not. We do respect your privacy as much as you want to respect it. You will, however, need to turn on your microphone. Otherwise, we don't know what you're saying and we can't argue with you. And that's kind of the whole point, right? We're here to have fun. So the Zoom link is in the Liberty Radio Telegram channel. If you are listening on the live stream chat, the link to the Liberty Radio Telegram channel, which is public, that is down in the show description. And you can find it just by searching in Telegram or typing into your web browser, I think, t.me/GTW Liberty Radio, and that'll take you right to it. And it should be the last thing posted in there. Matter of fact, let me see. I had to send it out to Tom Cooper. All right, so he said he might check in later. We'll have to keep an eye out for Tom. He's apparently not familiar with the Zoom, and I do not fault him for that. I think that's actually pretty awesome that he's been able to get this far. And he's like, yeah, man, I don't know how to do Zoom. That's awesome. That's absolutely awesome. I wish I had been able to do that. No, I was forced into using it. And then everything after that essentially is history, because we use it here on Liberty Radio to produce fine programming, to entertain America. What higher purpose could there possibly be than that, you know? I believe the Yona should be joining us in a minute. He asked, where is everybody? I'm not sure. I'm here, Yona. Matter of fact, I even sent you the link in Discord. You're one of the special people. Yeah, I don't know where everybody is yet. We are waiting the arrival. So that means I'm going to have to figure out how to entertain you folks on my own. This should be fun. It's always fun. Always fun on a Friday night. Let's see, because I don't have anything that I haven't gotten to just yet. Oh, of course, we can always do this. Let's see. Jump over there. For those of you that were not aware of it, we did put out a new t-shirt design on the Liberty Radio Boutique this week. Based on, of course, the recent controversy surrounding the wellness company and media personalities that receive funding in one form or another from the wellness company and promotion, yada, 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 so on and so forth. Amazing Polly did an investigation series, and now everybody's fighting with Amazing Polly, which, you know, that's how shit happens most of the time. But anyway, for folks that like to stay controversy free, we created this brand new Liberty Radio meme t-shirt design so that you can let everyone you come into contact with know that you have not compromised your integrity with the wellness company, regardless of what anybody else says. Amazing Polly be damned. I am marked safe from the wellness company, mainly because they've never offered me any money, so I haven't taken it. And I wouldn't take it if they did, because that's not how this works. We're not here for the corporations. We're not here for the ad networks. No, we are here for you, the Liberty Radio listener, because that's where we receive our funding from. It's called the value for value model, and we're going to continue doing that. That's just the way it is. All right. So still no callers yet. Let's see. Wonder if there's anything interesting in the news feed. It was a rather boring Friday, honestly. I didn't see a whole lot going on. Ooh, Remix Brothers just dropped a new track yesterday. What the heck is this? This is something I haven't seen before. And, oh, look at that. The microphone is just increasing on its own. That is incredible. I didn't have to do anything. Anyway. All right, what am I looking for? All right. Too many buttons on the console, folks. I'm telling you. Or maybe it was too much on the weeds. I don't know. But I love it when YouTube drops random stuff into my feed so that I can check it out. We're going to check it out together. I have honestly no clue what this is, but it's got my interest. Well, that was different. Yeah, that was different. I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. Honestly, don't. I'm kind of speechless. I don't understand the martial arts uniform. Like, what does that have to do with magic and casting spells? I don't get that. I guess the graffiti can be like, like sigils and runes and that sort of shit, right? But I don't know. That was different. That was really different. That was Dry Run with Cast the Spell. Ladies and gentlemen, here on your Friday night open lines, because this is what we do when nobody's calling in. We just kind of randomly run around on YouTube or wherever else and look for the weirdest shit on the internet. So welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Oh, that's the front page. No wonder. Holy shit. What am I doing here? Anything else weird on there? Oh, cool. New Wesley Dean. We'll have that on Wednesday. Absolutely. Is that brand new? Brand new Juice Media. Oh, you're kidding me. I wonder, because, all right, so I uploaded, let me make sure, so that if I get rambling telling a story and somebody does jump into the room, they can interrupt me, tell me to shut up. All right, I do have that on, and that is good to go. All right, so I uploaded last night's episode of Get Fact Harder to YouTube this morning, along with all the other platforms that we upload the replays to. There's a number of them. And it goes through the process, it uploads, they do the processing, they do the copyright check. That came back okay. I was like, awesome. I mean, it usually does. I usually don't have a problem with that. And then we publish it, it goes out. And I don't think about it again. I put out the link with all the announcements. And then in my email to do some file transferring, right? Because email is the easiest way to do it between physical devices. Or at least that's what I found. And I see an email from YouTube that saying that the video's been taken down. I was like, what? What the fuck? There were no problems when I put it through the publishing process. And yeah, apparently they said they weren't giving us a strike, right? We weren't getting a copyright strike, but we had copywritten material that the owner does not allow to be shared. And it turns out that the copywritten material was Yona's remix of AC/DC. Was it Jailbreak? That got us in trouble with the YouTube censors, because I guess they thought that was the original, or maybe it was the original video that got us in trouble. I don't know, whatever. So anyway, they were like, you can't show it. It's there, but nobody can see it. And I was like, all right, whatever. Doesn't matter. We're on a bunch of other platforms anyway, so it doesn't matter. And so I just put a post on the YouTube channel that said, go to any of these other platforms and you can see this week's episode. So the moral of the story is you just have to be smart enough to figure it out for yourself, folks. YouTube does not matter in the grand scheme of things. I don't even think they have the biggest audience anymore. I really don't. Because it seems like there's a lot more happening on Rumble right now than there is on YouTube. I don't know. Again, maybe it's just me. Maybe you're seeing something that I'm not. Tell you what, you should call in for open lines if you are. Because we need to hear about it, obviously. All right, let's see. Should we do the Juice Media? You guys want to go ahead and do that? I don't even have the chat up here. Oh, you'll always get hit for copyright on a remix? That's what Yona's telling me in the live stream chat. Apparently, Yona lost a fight with some Captain D's entree this evening. He's currently hugging it out with the Chuck Bucket. And he might be on to join us at some point tonight. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. But yeah, they got us on that, Yona. Just, for future reference. It's weird that I could swear we've played some other stuff that was close enough to the original that should have gotten us in trouble and didn't. Maybe it'll get us in trouble down the road. I don't know. But, here at Liberty Radio, our motto is fuck it, we ball. So let's do it.
Visit Tasmania, land of wilderness and home to countless vanishing wonders. Affordable rents, Year 12 completions, the swift parrot, and of course, Liberal governments. That's right. After being driven off the mainland for being utter bastards in every other state and territory, Tasmania is a refuge to the last Liberal government in Australia, which is why here at the Tasmanian government, we're very much shitting our dacks about the coming election. Hello, I'm from the Tasmanian government. We've been running Tassie for the past 10 years, and as you'll discover on your visit, we've left no corner of this island unfucked. 1 in 4 Tasmanians live in poverty. Half of us can't read good. Shit tons are homeless, and our hospitals are so full the sick have to wait in ambulances, and lots of them died. But nobody's been betrayed more than our youth, many of whom have suffered human rights and sexual abuse under our watch, in hellholes like this. Have we closed the hellhole? No. But we have promised to crack down on youth offenders. Will this populist wank address the causes of youth crime? Nope. Will it send even more kids to the hellhole? Yup. But that's a price we're willing to pay to win this election. 'Cause we're a government with heart. Yes, Tasmania, we know you want us to fix all this. We hear you. That's why, if elected, we'll invest this much in health, housing and education. Just kidding. We'll blow it all on a fucking stadium. Sure, it'll cost over $1 billion after the inevitable cost blowout, which you're on the hook to cover. But look, it'll have a roof over it. Unlike Hobart's homeless people. Okay, so it's a shit deal. But we have to do it because the AFL said, if you build it, we will come. And here at the Tassie government, when outsiders tell us to sell out Tassie, we do it. That's why we're letting these foreign-owned companies farm Atlantic salmon in our waters. Sure, they're shitting all over our marine life, pushing the Maugean skate to extinction, contaminating our shores with antibiotics and firing explosives at seals. But look at the benefits for Tassie. Despite billions in profits, the tax they've contributed these past 3 years comes to approximately fuck all. Maybe that's why we've had to slash millions from your hospitals, which, unlike the salmon industry, is a major creator of Tassie jobs. Are they at least responsible? Fuck no. TasSal's Canadian owner was kicked out of Washington state for breaching environmental laws there. And Huon's Brazilian parent company is linked to illegal deforestation of the Amazon. Oh, and its owners bribed almost 2,000 politicians. Cool and normal. Why are we selling out Tassie to these shit stains? Rest assured, it's got nothing to do with those $4,000 a head fundraising dinners we hosted for them. But that's not all we're selling out. Visit Takaina, where we're letting this Chinese state-owned mining company build a dam to dump its toxic tailings. Fuck you, Master Owl. Visit the Styx Valley, where we've extended native logging to 2040, so this can be turned into paper, coffee cups and shit tickets. Fuck you, Swift Parrot. Does logging native forests help our economy? Oh, sweetie. Our state forestry runs at a huge loss, which means you are paying to destroy your own natural heritage. Fuck you, Tassie taxpayers. Sure, the federal government gave us millions to conserve our native forests, but we're gonna log them anyway. Fuck you, taxpayers on the mainland, even though they are critically important carbon sinks to combat global warming. Fuck you, world! When you put all this together, you might be thinking of not voting for us at the coming election. Thankfully, you can also vote Labor, because they're almost as good as us at selling out Tassie, making deals with the pokies lobby, extending native forest logging, keeping our political donation laws weak, me keeping the hellhole open, building the bullshit stadium, and being shills for multinational salmon companies. TASSAL, approved by Albo. Whatever you do, don't visit this site, which shows which candidates to vote for if you want a government that serves Tassie rather than these guys. So vote wisely, Tasmanians, cause this election, you will decide if the last of the Liberal governments will stay or be wiped off the map of Australia. You know what to do, Tasmania. Please, we'll even throw in a chocolate fountain. Visit Tasmania. Come down for shit fuckery.
Nice.
Authorised by the
Nice.
Department for Bread and Stadiums.
Nice. Yeah, I'm always down for a little shit fuckery. How about you, Yona?
Yeah, let's get down under. You know, I like the perspective on life from Tasmanian point of view because, you know, it may be just toilet paper in Hobart, Tasmania, but on the mainland, it's called shit tickets, as I just learned. And it's weird to hear someone refer to Australia as the mainland because, you know, I think of Australia as just like a really big island that's punching above its class weight instead of welterweight. It's like continental weight because isn't Australia considered a continent in its own right?
Yes, Australia is a continent.
The Australian continent.
Yeah.
So mainland is appropriate from the Tasmanian point of view, or Tassie for short.
Mhm.
Again, just got backed up from that hot Sheila there. That was pretty hot.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Well, no, they do good work though. They're a little left of center at the Juice Media, I believe. But the nice thing is they give it to everybody.
Yeah.
Right? Like they don't play favorites.
And I like the message. I definitely got the message she was trying to send.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you know, she's just easy on the eyes, so it just makes everything else easier.
And you know, when it comes to, because I got done with the whole. I had to go talk to Earl, who had a message from Ralph, which I said, "What's up, Chuck?" But anyways, I got done with that, and I heard you talking
I
about
alerted the affiliates. Don't worry.
the strike on YouTube, or well, not strike, the not copyright strike, but the takedown of the video for the.
We're not taking your video down, but nobody can see
AC/DC
yeah.
remix with the video remix. And I mean, granted, I did use the original music footage, but as I did discuss, I had to cut the footage in 14 different places. And I literally remixed the video and the song, remixed the fuck out of it. So, I mean, apparently on YouTube now, what they're telling me is I'm not allowed to ever remix anybody else's music or videos ever. There is no fair use.
Oh yeah, well,
you're not allowed to make remixes.
They've been trying to do that for fucking ever. Like it's the window has grown smaller and smaller as time has gone by. Because back when I was doing the fucking around with the manufacturing history videos, like there were a couple that got those not copyright strikes on them as well. And that was really weird because it was usually just like news segments. But like the one week where I had the footage from I can't remember which beauty pageant it was. It might have been like Miss Universe or something like that. And the fucking tranny came out and had just bought the pageant and was talking about all the Weemans. You remember that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one got yanked.
So maybe we can try something on the next Get Back Carter. I can make a completely different music video for the AC/DC remix, and just to throw a spitball curve on over the home plate on that, I'll pitch it one half step down or up, but I'll re-pitch pitch the entire key of the song, and I'll fuck with the BPM by about 4 or 5 beats per minute,
There you go.
and remix the music video, and let's see if it gives yet another non-cut. Because I'm curious, I'm really curious. What are the boundaries here? What are the lines
I
that
believe it's
I'm not
80%.
allowed to cross when it comes to because it's not a human person that went and listened to that. That's a
Correct.
fucking AI algorithm that
No,
went through
I
there.
believe it. So I think it
cut
has
out-
to do. I think it has to do with the legal definition, right? Of like copies and piracy and all of that sort of shit, right? And the intellectual property laws, which are bullshit to begin with. But anyway,
I've gotten
like
a
you can-
copyright strike before for remixing my own song.
right. But like when Chris points out on AM Wake Up that Stu Peters, his network's logo is 75% of the ESPN logo. Like it looks exactly the same. It's just missing the E. He can get away with that because of the copyright laws, because it's less than 80% similar to the ESPN logo.
Well, damn, that video, over 20% of that video was generated by AI at the introduction. No, I didn't
No.
use the AI introduction. I got rid of that because
Yeah.
it sucked.
Yeah, it was just the band.
It was just the band. Yeah, I got rid of it on that. In fact, I'm probably not going to do any more AI intros on the video because let me tell you something. I've done that on 4 or 5 videos. I've only used it on 2 of them. It's fucking lame, man.
I would
Really
imagine.
fucking lame.
I mean, it's AI. What do you expect?
But there was all this hype, and
Duh. They're trying to sell a
honestly,
product, man. It was a fucking marketing campaign.
Charles
Just
Dickens,
like
I had
COVID.
great
Like
expectations.
I don't. How can you go through COVID and understand that what they were doing was a fucking marketing campaign, and then fall for the AI marketing campaign? Like, how does that work?
Look, I like 2001 Space Odyssey. I remember HAL 2000. I thought, HAL 2000 kicked Dave Bowman's fucking ass. I'm sorry, Dave. I can't do that.
Yona.
Fuck you, Dave. And so I thought, well, hell, if I can get HAL 2000 to help me with this music
I
video,
appreciate
it's gonna be
Hal's
great.
attitude as well.
I was sold. They got me hook, line, and sinker. Catfished me right in.
Yona, that wasn't a real AI either, right?
HAL 2000?
Yeah, that wasn't real.
That was just an actor?
Yes, they wrote like all his lines.
So HAL 2000 was a non-playable character?
Well, yes.
Well, that explains that corny ass song Daisy.
Yeah. Oh,
now
that was
I get it.
that was the one thing I didn't
That
get. Why
was the
that
missing
song?
piece
Why
of
did
the
it pick
jigsaw.
that song?
That now I get it. Now I can just imagine HAL 2000 with actual arms and legs doing the whole NPC jerk dance while they sing Daisy.
Yeah.
Daisy. Wow. Hal, you're nothing but an NPC. Fuck you and your little red eye.
All right. So you feeling all
Pull
right?
out all your memory cards, bitch.
You feeling all right?
Much better.
Okay.
Took my meds.
All right. Well, that's good. That's good. So I don't know.
Totally
You've probably
good.
been working all week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is like your fun time during the week. Well, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I slow back down on Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights.
There has been a lot of conflict in the independent media this week. I don't know if you've picked up on any of that.
Yeah, and I like the idea for the Fight Club.
Yeah. Charity boxing
Definitely.
tournament.
Yeah, I'm definitely down for that.
All right.
Definitely down for that. But remember how I described how it has to be fought.
Well, give it to us again, because if it was in the chat, that's last night. I'm not gonna
I was
remember.
thinking it would be mud wrestling, but they would be using their own mud that they excrete. Poop wrestling.
Shit wrestling?
Yeah.
Turd wrestling.
Because I mean, if we're talking about
Wow. That
for lack of a
really
better
is,
term,
yeah, that's winner take all.
independent media in because we're talking about where they're around here some. Oh, there they are. I was looking for my air quotes.
Gotcha.
Independent media.
I gotta write
There
this
we go.
down.
Air quotes. Independent media infighting is a special type of scat combat. We're going to call it scombat. Scombat. When you've got so-called where'd you go? Come on back over here, air quotes. We're not done. Independent media. Yeah, what the fuck? Independent like COINTELPRO. Anyways, there's an op for that on the phone.
Is there? Oh, good God.
Yeah, he's talking to his actual provocateur as we speak. So, there you go. Hey, what's this pile of bricks doing on the sidewalk here? Anyways, moving along.
My goodness, Yona. See, folks, this is what happens when you don't call in. Yona takes center stage, and then, we have to get him in a charity boxing tournament in order for you to be able to get a word in edgewise. Y'all should have called at the top of the hour. I don't know what else to tell you.
How many people would pay for the Grand Theft Auto Liberty Radio Scombat Challenge between Tim Pool, or no, I got the one for you, Luke Radowski versus Tim Picchia.
Oh, we got a joker in the live stream chat. This should be fun.
Yeah.
All right, so you're down. You're
there's
down for the
one,
charity
Juice
boxing
Sanguinus.
tournament. Yeah.
We need to see Norman Finkelstein versus Alan Dershowitz, but instead of poop, they're going to wrestle with matzo balls.
There you go. Hell yeah, we
can
that's
sell
special
tickets rules
to that,
for
man.
A Jewish fight.
Fuck yeah, we can.
Yeah.
We just put flyers up at all the synagogues. Fuck yeah. We'll clean up.
Gosh. And we can have the hype man. What's that crazy guy? Rabbit Shmuley. Have him as the hype man. I don't know. We're probably better. Probably better to stick with Baker as the hype man. He's the coolest Caucasian with dreadlocks you'll ever meet.
Baker.
We'll
Matt Baker. Matt Baker.
Matt Baker. He's trust me, he's a much better hype man. Shmuley,
Yeah.
you don't want to fuck with Shmuley. There's a lot of strength, a lot of baggage there.
Dude, that is
baggage.
One
I mean, it's
seriously ugly human being.
Yeah. Rabbi Shmuley got so much
say
baggage.
That about a lot of people.
It's expensive for him to fly. He has to pay all those baggage fees to fly, because carry-on won't fit in the carry-on. He's just all kind of baggage. And he's kind of dumb, too. He's really, it's like that meme, where the dude says, damn, you really, really dumb. For real, though.
Dude.
Like talking about killing people and like straight up fucking Luca Brasi type mob threats. And this beef that he's got with my favorite squash hybridized human, hashtag got squamin. Candace Owens,
Oh my God.
Leave my squash bitch alone.
Oh, Yona.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Yeah, we have breaking news coming in to the Liberty Radio studio. Turns out Cyber Polygon has taken out Six's modem.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, 6 of the new prisoners channel over there on Rumble. His modem was assassinated by Cyber Polygon this week. We are just now getting a report.
Well, it turns out it was a Mogli infestation of Chinese Mogli, which unfortunately were exposed to water and got moist, and then ate food after midnight, Newfoundland time.
Yeah.
Because they're
Was that
Newfoundland.
was that part of
Yeah.
the tabletop exercise? I don't remember that part.
You know, because I mean, at first they look all cute and furry and fuzzy, but as Six can tell you, after they eat the chicken after midnight, Newfoundland time, they get all green and wrinkly and then bubbly, and then you've got fucking gremlin pods everywhere. And next thing you know, there went the modem. Fuck. But shout out to Six. Thanks to Six, I was motivated to see a project through that. Honestly, I'm just going to be real with you here. Wasn't really that motivated to do anything. I think it was the indica. I was just really feeling lazy. And, you know, at first I thought, well, hey, I've got 2 songs that I've remixed by Cypress Hill. I should do 3. And there you go, Tres Exitos. And then when I got done with the 3, I was on the New Prisoners, and I thought, you know, I should really make a mixtape for 6. And I'm halfway there already with the Cypress Hill. All I got to do is just mix 3 more Cypress Hill songs. Bam! 6 hits of Mota. You know, I was thinking out loud on their Telegrammy channel there at the New Prisoners. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it, man.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'll do it. But then I kept smoking the indica, and I sat down in the chair, and I was thinking, fuck, what am I going to remix though? And then I like start going through and listening to different songs. And then I'm like, I don't even feel like doing it now. But then I was like, but wait, I already told Six I was going to make this. So now I've kind of put myself out there that I'm going to do this. I can't just get high and say, fuck it. You know, I got to deliver, man. So, luckily I found some sativa, some of that Gorilla Glue, and I switched weeds. And it was when I switched weeds that I was able to do No Entiendes la Onda, how I could just kill a man. And then that led to what I think is one of my favorites. I can't really say which one is my favorite on there right now, but Coco Loco. Coco Loco is when I was fucking feeling. Loco and a Coco. Insane in the Membrane. Loco and El Coco. And I purposefully was trying to remix just the Spanish language ones. The first one I remixed was Tres Equis. And I remixed that one because of the remix Kona Stowe, which you played before.
Right.
Might
play tonight if I feel like it.
You know, and then I was on AM Wake Up this morning on Steve's StreamYard, and I was thinking real hard about hitting him with that Norman Finkelstein remix that I made, because we were watching Norman Finkelstein videos and talking about Norman Finkelstein. But, you know, honestly, sadly, you know, don't get me wrong. I agree with Norman Finkelstein, and he makes logical arguments and everything. But after that raging, flaming bromance that I had with Norman through 8 fucking remixes.
Was it 8?
Kind of
I thought it was
out.
11. I thought it was more than that, actually.
Kind of
that was how
out
epic
on
it
Norman.
was. Yeah.
You know, you know, I thought there would be more. Burned out on it. Burned out. Sorry. You know, there's only so much Gaza genocide I can take, and then it kind of gets boring. I'm ready for sports ball again or something.
Yeah.
And plus, I need to check my
different
Raytheon
type
stock
of circus
portfolio.
Yeah.
How's my Raytheon stock doing? Oh, great. Still going up. So, let's check back in on Gaza again.
You know how I know you don't have Raytheon stock? Because it's not called Raytheon anymore.
Yeah, they changed their name.
Yeah.
That's the thing to do.
Yeah.
You know, why not change it to the wellness company?
Well, I wrote
know what you do.
Yeah, I wrote a joke for James Evan Pilato. What was it, a couple of mornings ago? Maybe yesterday morning even. Because I always tune in for Morning Monarchy Live. And he was talking about Raytheon, and he called them by their new name, right? But didn't make any other reference to them. So I was like, oh, people might not know, so I'm gonna write a joke in there. And it was based off of the whole X, formerly known as Twitter, right? Yeah. Just real quick, RTX, formerly known as Raytheon. Because fuck them.
I like RTX. Though. It sounds like an
rebrand.
NFT token coin that you can trade.
Bro, just put them all under.
You better hodl on your RTX, man. It's going to go up. You can convert that to Ethereum like that.
Yeah.
And then once you get to Ethereum, you can get over to Bitcoin. Then you go to a Bitcoin ATM and blam, cashola.
You know who I haven't heard anything out of for a while? XRP. They've been real quiet for a long time.
You know, I haven't heard anything from Susie 3D Dawson and Panquake. How's that Panquake coming along?
I don't even know what that is.
Hasn't launched yet. You've not heard about Panquake?
No.
You got Bill Benny and all these super great deep state vets that are helping write this new alternative social media platform that's like Facebook and Google and Twitter all wrapped up into one. With
Same
Facebook
thing we already have, just different.
But
it's
going to be secure and just for cool people.
Oh yeah, who decides who the cool people are? I think that's kind of the problem that we have in independent media right now. Is there we have a segment that has decided that they get to decide who the cool people are.
Yeah.
And isn't that just like the same shit that we had in high school?
See, that's happened to me twice already. I've been sitting at a table with cool people.
Yeah.
And like I was all buddies with Franco Analysis and Glory and all these people sitting at this cool table. And then one day I woke up and 3 strikes. Hatfield family, get ready to steal. It's like Family Feud. I'm out. Canceled. Never spoken to again. And I would say it's affected me tremendously, but I would be referring to the weeds, not that stupid silly shit. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I guess if you give a fuck, then it matters, and if you don't, then it don't. So there's that. Moving on. I don't give a fuck about your table. I don't want to eat at a folding picnic table on fucking molded plastic plates with rectangle pizza and square cube pepperonis anyways. Fuck you people.
I'm angry about the way they treat people. That's all.
I don't it's very
like
personal,
it when
name calling, very juvenile.
Yeah, very condescending, right?
Snobby and smuggy and
yeah, like
which
fucking
lets
high school,
me know
high school cliquish shit.
What it lets me know is that in the independent sphere, not everyone is fighting from the perspective of the lower caste. That you can tell that some people are coming from a different socioeconomic bracket. So it's easier for them to just naturally be more condescending in tone. And just, I mean, that's what to me has been the most startling, because generally speaking, amongst the chats and all the different independent shows, there's a general feeling, it's almost like a hippie community of just constant love and greeting everybody and one big fam type thing. And then to see it instantly take a turn to such deprecation. Um,
Which I totally predicted, by the way.
Yeah,
I saw this coming.
But it's totally the same exact thing as the high school cafeteria.
Mm-hmm.
With who gets to sit where and who's sitting with who. Well, are you broke or you got money? Mom and dad a lawyer and a doctor, or is dad in prison and mom a crack whore? It depends on where you get to sit. That's how it works. If you want to sit somewhere different, obviously, Yoda pro tip, pick better parents, dumb kid. Anyways.
Yeah, let's see. All right, who's that? Was it just Sanguinus? Is that how you pronounce your name? I don't know, because you don't actually
Latin
make it
and
obvious.
bloody.
But anyway, like, you can put whatever you want in the chat. I don't care. You can say whatever you want. What's on your
RBL
mind.
said
All you're doing is helping us with the algorithm, because we don't really care what you're saying. So thanks for watching. We appreciate that, though. That really
I
helps
can
us
solve
out.
a mystery here for you, Drizzle.
What's that?
RBL just said, besides, he said, become ungovernable.
Right
and
on,
then he said that
dude.
he sat with the lesbians, which means that RBL went through the hamburger line, because as we all know at the cafeteria, there's a hamburger line. If you just want to eat a hamburger every day, you just go to the hamburger line.
Yeah.
And sit and eat with the lesbians. Extra pickles, please.
He thinks he's being
whole
edgy
pickle.
talking about the Jews. Nah, dude, we're fucking sitting with the lesbians at the lunch table, all right?
That's
Fuck off.
But the cool lesbians, the fag hags.
Well, look, lesbians smoke weed too, all right? Let's just dispel that rumor right now.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. So, what do you see coming of all this conflict in the independent media? I think it's hilarious. Like, I'm happy. I'm getting mine out of the way early, and then I can just sit back and watch everybody else tear each other apart.
Well, it's pretty much this. I'll put it this way. When you hitch your wagon to the star of clout shout and brand building, then it's just basically going to be scombat. It's going to be fighting with shit out your anus and throwing your poop at other people. And I mean, that's my way of describing what we're getting to see here. But if, on the other hand, you hitch your wagon to the star of truth and investigation, then we're all led by the truth. And sometimes our speculations before we know the truth may be off, but it's the truth that brings us back together as we learn more and investigate more. That's one thing I like about Grand Theft World, and that it's two-pronged. It's a twofold approach. It's both taking a deeper dive into the historical record, as well as taking a live accounting of the latest, greatest, most current events, and then collating that and putting it into the historical perspective. So it's about the truth and what's unfolding. It's not about name dropping and who do I know and how many likes do I have and who can I book next to, build this brand. And it's just a completely different focus. And so to me, if we're going to identify the razor's edge, what's cutting and dividing people, it's narcissism. Straight up narcissism. Me, myself, and I, which the Yona not really into me, myself, and I. That's way too much first person pronoun.
I spend too much time with myself, honestly. I don't even know why people watch. I don't. But that's cool. I'm glad y'all do.
It's for Briar Rose. They watch for the pussy shots.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Everyone's here for the pussy.
I mean, that's what sells, man. Like, if I weren't doing this right now, that's probably what I would be looking for. I mean, you're absolutely right. So, all right, question for you. Question. When I talked to Charlie Robinson on Monday, And by the way, for everyone listening, don't forget, we're interviewing Charlie Robinson on Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern. Should I ask Charlie to be in the charity boxing tournament? Do you think he would do it?
Oh, you know who he needs to fight, don't you?
Who? Who's got beef with Charlie?
I'm saying who he needs to fight. Not necessarily that there's beef there, but Charlie and Jeff. Robinson versus Berwick. It's got to be in Acapulco, too. It's got to be. Charlie Robinson and Jeff Berwick. Except.
But why?
Except they're going to be fighting with Jello shots. Shot.
And DMT.
Everybody. Because, Charlie is no novice. Mr. Charles Robinson is not an amateur to the Jello shots.
Oh, yeah.
And neither is Jeff Berwick.
Not just the Jello shots.
Let me tell you. And body bumps. Oh, don't get me started.
No, if you're a regular listener of Day Zero, you've heard many a story from Charlie about his personal experience with experimentation with alterations of your perception of reality and various
Man, I've got it right now. This will be our inaugural. This can be our inaugural Grand Theft World combat event. I'm sorry.
That's one of the things I need to write that down.
Jeff Berwick.
That's one of the things I want to ask him about.
And Charlie Robinson can be in our inaugural event. And it's going to be Jello shots. And if it's possible, we need Keith Richards, guitarist from the Rolling Stones, as the referee. Because he, of all people, Keith motherfucking Richards is going to be able to determine who's the winner at the end. And the winner is not who's less fucked up.
He may outlive us all.
Who's more fucked up, but still got their shit together. Because, some people get fucked up. Goddamn mess. RBL knows what I'm talking about. And Six. I know what I'm talking about. Some people get fucked up. Just a little bit fucked up. Goddamn mess. Other people, like Willie Nelson and others, you know what I'm saying? Got supernatural drug taking power. Like, God damn. And motherfuckers had, I don't know how many shots. I don't know how many beers. I don't know how much fucking coke. Motherfuckers over there, double muscle pumping like Lou Ferrigno is Incredible Hulk. I mean, it's amazing. Superpower. Supernatural. Like tabernacle and preach. Church.
Right on. See, I don't think I have, here we go.
And there was much rejoicing.
That's the best I got.
But this is the thing. If we're going to have a main event top billing, Charlie Robinson, Jeff Berwick, that's the top billing. So we got to have a warm-up fight.
Well, that's what I'm going to say. So look.
So how about this independent media? Who do we get in the independent media to fight?
Slow down. We haven't announced a date yet. We haven't done anything official yet. We're still just spitballing, right? Like we got no pressure. Nobody knows anything about this, right? Because it's just you and me talking.
All right. Let's keep this. And first rule about Grand Theft World Fight Club is we don't talk about Grand Theft World Fight Club.
That's right.
It's totally uncoordinated.
That's right. So we've got all the time in the world to put this together, right? What better way to leverage the Liberty Radio interview segment than to use it to scout participants for the charity boxing tournament? It's fucking genius, man.
And the best part about the charity is we all get rich because we're not really giving it to a charity.
Just like every other charity, right? We overpromise. We do. We go nuts with the marketing, right? Because that way we can dummy up a bunch of receipts, right, for marketing. So we can be like, oh, well, this is where all the money went. You know, we had to advertise it to make sure that we could sell enough tickets to cover the advertising.
You know, there actually is an endangered spotted grift lizard species here in the Kentucky and West Virginia caverns. And this could be the charity for the spotted grift lizard, the spotted grift cave lizard.
There you go.
Charity.
Okay, I like it. Yeah.
It's for a good cause.
Fuck yeah, dude. We could make millions off of this.
We're going to need to work through TikTok and a lot of platforms before they're banned, because it's hurting the science.
TikTok's not going to get banned.
Too much anti-Semitism on there.
There was not a single word of that legislation was about banning TikTok.
Nope.
That was about being able to take websites down at the DNS level. And now the government, I haven't heard about the Senate vote on it yet, but more than likely it's
House already passed it.
Yeah, the House already resoundingly. They were like, oh, yes, we need this right now. There's fucking Ryan Christian in Tennessee. We need to take him down right now.
When the deep state wants it, it just happens.
Yeah.
Because we have an unelected deep state federal military rule. But focus on the puppet elected government. Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an
They'll
election
get around to
year.
all of us eventually. A whole 55 votes against, as reported by our good buddy Recycle Bin Laden. Wow, a whole 55 votes against. I'm surprised they had that many. Quite honestly, I was figuring it'd be like 3.
We need to start smurfing social media accounts.
Of
smurfing.
What? Do like Smurf accounts? Like Papa Smurf?
Wow, there
Smurf?
were 15 pubes that voted against it. Holy shit. Didn't think that.
Huh.
I know Massey was speaking out against it.
Well, yeah, because he's apparently not retarded.
Yeah, he does have a brain.
I still don't trust him, though. He's from MIT.
Yeah. He lives at a solar house directly across the river from us here in Kentucky.
Oh, really?
Thomas Massey's house is about a 15-minute drive from my apartment here. I've actually seen him in the shopping. What do you call it? Where you do like the food shopping and everything.
Mm-hmm.
One of those fancy Scrabble words. Grocery.
Supermarket.
Yeah. I saw him. I was thinking of the grocery, but it's got a C in it, right? GROC.
Yes.
English is weird,
isn't it?
English is weird. It should be GROSHERY.
I was thinking that exact same thing this week when I heard James Evan Pilato pronounce the word manja, because I have always ever heard it pronounced manga, and I'm like, wait, so now it's a hard G instead of a soft G? What's going on?
Are we
here?
talking Italian? Manja, like eat?
No, the cartoons.
Oh,
the Japanese
cartoons.
cartoons.
Manga cartoon is Japanese, right?
Right. But he was pronouncing it manja. I don't know if that was a joke or I don't know.
Manja is Italian for saying eat this. Manja. I know, because that's my great grandmother would tell me, manja cibo. Manja cibo.
Yeah, anyway. I don't know. Maybe it was what do you call it? Mandela effect.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Smurfing like in meth making, but paid to host us on accounts. Manja, それは。はい、ありがとうございます。リサイクルビンのラーデンさん。大丈夫ですね。Yeah.
That's a good accent.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he says JEP is Italian.
Yeah, he is Italian.
本当にのお願いします。
Yeah, Pilato. I wonder if they can trace their line back all the way to Pilate.
Oh yeah, and I gotta say a big shout out, a big genki desu ka to watashi no tomodachi wa Tomoto-san wa ga desu. James, genki desu. Just saying hi to James in the sunny climes of Western Japan
Oh
there.
yeah. Okay. That would be you and James Corbett would be an interesting conversation, to say the least. I don't think it would last very long. But
We're
I
gonna
could
need
be
a,
wrong.
We're going to need
I
a
could be wrong.
translator
Yeah.
for the audience, not for us.
So,
You know,
all right,
I really like that would be an interesting conversation with James because I would go
holy
straight
shit, we've
to
already
the
been going for an
Rockefeller
hour.
shit.
Wow.
I would totally go head first into Rockefeller stuff with James about, because at this point, when I stopped writing my Rockefeller series, I was at the point of the breakup of the Seven Sisters. And that's where I got to pick up because what I'm talking about is, of course, I'm burning the receipt that I need.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I didn't burn it all. I'm good, I think. Oops. Anyways,
Careful with your fire, folks.
yeah, this is my Walmart.
Oh no.
But there's enough on there. The diapers that I bought are still on because I bought the wrong size. Because you keep buying the same size, and all of a sudden, the wife's like, "Well, they've moved up a size." Oh,
Yeah.
why? They're
Crazy how
getting
that shit
bigger.
happens.
Why are they
What?
getting bigger? I don't understand.
They don't stay that size forever? All right.
Wow.
So,
I feel so proud that the AC/DC remix got a reaction out of YouTube. I don't know if you saw AM Wake Up this morning, but I made that song for Harps. That's why it's the Harps Koala remix.
right.
And Harps came on this morning on the StreamYard with Steve on AM Wake Up there. And he came with a 1971 video of Bon Scott, where Bon Scott was in his previous band before AC/DC. And he was playing pan flute music. I'm sorry, not did I say pan flute? A wooden recorder. It was like
recorder.
a record. Okay,
Wow.
imagine if Bon Scott was Mr. Van Driesen on Beavis and Butthead. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, you know what? Let me find the link.
Will it get
It,
wait,
it
wait, 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 wait. Is it gonna get us kicked off of YouTube again?
um hmm. I don't know. It's from 1971. I don't think they had copyrights back then.
They had copyrights back then. But it did, somebody owns the right to it. I guarantee it.
Well,
I
how long do
absolutely guarantee
copyrights
it.
last? Are they forever?
They go for a while. I think it's like 50 years, and then especially for like music, it takes a long time for it to get to
Okay.
public domain.
Here is a special colorized version of Seasons Have Changed that someone colorized just 3 years ago. Now, surely this is not going to get us in trouble. All right, here's the link. This is way better. This is a color version. Oh
Where are
my
you
God,
sending
this
that?
is awesome. Dick Sword.
Oh, which
All
I
right,
don't
there we
have
go.
open.
It's called Fraternity Seasons Have Changed. The band Fraternity is. Wait, where's the description? Okay.
Apologies if the stream
One of
burps.
Bon Scott's pre-AC/DC bands. Evidence to show that he had a killer voice, fantastic range and style. The song was originally performed by Black Feather, to which Bon was invited to play recorder on, and it was then later covered by Fraternity. Fraternity were Bruce Howe, Mick Jurd, John Freeman, John Bissett, and Bon Scott.
Huh. 1971. All right.
Seasons have changed.
Let's see.
Bon Scott with Fraternity.
Check this out.
on vocals and wooden recorder. Shout out to Harps for alerting me to this.
Oh, wow. This is really low.
Yeah. Could we get some more flute, please? Hey, fuck you, Jethro Tull. That's right, folks. If you needed more bearded recording of bearded recorder playing, beards, recorders, we got it all here at Grand Theft World Liberty Radio. Bon Scott looking a little bit Steve Poikin in there. A little bit.
Yeah, we're going to get hit for this.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
But this is the colorized version.
I don't think it matters.
Honestly, this did not enhance my view of Bon Scott. It diminished it.
As it should.
It's like when he played the bagpipes on, it's a long way to the top. You want to rock and roll. That shit was fucking cool, man.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
Seasons of Change on the wooden recorder. Oh God, and bassoon. Oh, that does it. That does it. Rock bassoon.
Is he sucking or blowing? Which do you do
Rock
on that one?
Bassoon. Oh my God. Do you know what they call the bassoon in German, Drizzle?
No, I don't.
Das Fagot. No shit. Das Fagot. Yes, he is blowing on a fucking. Oh my God. This just went from bad to worse. This ain't even the same video I watched this morning.
Oh, wow.
That was even worse. Recorder, oboe.
Now I have to put that in the notes now, right?
That's one thing, but
for all the people that aren't tuning in live and are catching the replay, they're going to want to go and find this shit on their own. I don't know why, but if I don't put it in there, I'll get an email.
Bassoon,
and then management will get on me. I don't need
now
that.
He's going to be known as Bassoon Scott to me for the rest of all time.
Bassoon Scott.
Bassoon Scott. Oh my God.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still, still has all that material with AC/DC.
Okay, Drizzle. What song?
I mean, doesn't that offset the bassoon? It was like 20 seconds of bassoon. He was only blowing for a little bit.
What song do you play by AC/DC on the bassoon?
You don't. That's not what AC/DC was for. You can't plug a bassoon into the wall.
I just can't imagine Angus with one knee bent and the other leg straight, hopping across the stage, honking out a fucking bassoon solo, man.
Or a recorder.
Or a record. Oh, see what you did, Harps? See what you did to me? This is what happens when you get Australians as friends. Your fantasies get shattered. Your myths get ruined. Your favorite bands get woodwinded. Oh, my God.
All right, so
I got to say, sucking and slobbering on a double-reeded woodwind instrument, about as fucking turbo gay as you can get. I'm so disappointed in you, Bond.
I don't care what people do in their home. I don't care what people do in their home. That's all I'll say.
My sister played the bassoon.
Kids don't need to see that. Right? Like, we used to be a decent society. I don't know what happened.
The only time I want to hear bassoon is on the Peer Gent suite within the Hall of the Mountain King. That's the one time when bassoon comes in and shines with a good meaty woodwind solo. You know, ba 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 honk. You know, that's where the bassoon shines. Not on the soft lips of Bon Scott's kisser. That's just so gay. That was so gay.
It was disappointing. I'm not going to say that it wasn't. But I do need to let folks know you've only got about 45 minutes left to call in and let us know what's on your mind. But we've been having more fun than I think anybody else is having right now on a Friday night.
RBL pointed out that Kenny G happened. I remember Songbird, you know.
Do what?
And Kenny, he said Kenny G happened. Kenny G, the saxophone sensation. Kenny G.
That was a thing at one point.
Here's the difference between Bon Scott and Kenny G, though. Kenny G didn't move from a solo saxophone career to, say, being a rhythm guitarist in Guar or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's why it's such a shock to see Bon Scott sucking on woodwind reeds. Man, that fucks with me bad.
All right. Settle down, Yona. Settle down. Let's change the subject. All right.
Where's my weed?
I understand. It gets you in your
feels.
feels.
Look, man, I'm traumatized.
Look, settle down. All right. We'll get away from it. All right. I know I know. All right.
If I'd known about that bassoon, I wouldn't even remix AC/DC, and we wouldn't even have that issue with GFH17.
All right. Well, anyway. let's change the subject then. All right. Let's talk about something else. Something not so emotionally charged. All right. Let's change the subject because remember last night after we went off the air, you pointed out that we didn't even talk about the airplanes at all last night.
Yeah.
So we didn't get a chance to drop it into the time capsule. Well, it turns out another Boeing 7. Well, check this out. Another Boeing 737 lost components mid-flight today, like literally just a few hours ago, and had to make an emergency landing in Oregon. So how many is that now?
Wow.
Have we hit double digits yet?
Yeah. Yeah, we were already at 9.
Okay, then we're at 10. So how many are we going to have? 12? Is the 12th one going to be the bad one?
Oh, RBL is connecting.
Oh, yeah? Maybe this is something RBL would like to talk about as well.
I don't know how I feel about flying. You know, as I said earlier in the chat on Rockfin, I wouldn't fly, but if you have to fly before your next flight, the Yona pro tip, file a will to courthouse. Anyways, and then enjoy your
Oh
flight.
shit! Oh my god! You cannot get me on an airplane.
Bruh.
Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if I will ever fly again now. Like it was sketchy the last time I did it. No doubt. No doubt about that. But now,
I feel like I would be safe flying if I went to fly, because like if I fly out of Huntington or Charleston, it's going to be on one of those tried and true propeller airplanes that only seats 6 passengers.
oh yeah,
where
those
I
only
can where I
kill-
can literally lick my finger and give the pilot or the co-pilot a wet willy, or I can lick both fingers and give them a wet willy at the same, because there's not even a door, it's just a curtain.
Right. Yeah,
a half curtain
don't,
even.
Yona, don't worry. Only famous people die in those airplanes. You've got nothing to worry about.
But I'm famous. Literally, I was just driving down the road the other day with my windows down, banging my shit, and somebody hollered, "Hey, Yona, smoke more of the weeds." Like, who the fuck was that?
Are you worth more to your record company dead than alive?
That's a good question.
Mm.
Because you know those motherfuckers will rub you out for a few million.
Yeah,
I swear they kill people just to promote movies sometimes.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Well, it's like the whole thing with the Foo Fighters drummer?
Yeah, Taylor
Sketchy
Hawkins.
as
Taylor Hawkins.
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he died from the jab.
Watch this Rust movie would have been like a sleeper nobody cared about, and now it's gonna make a fucking
I'm so glad you're on here, RBL. I've been dying to ask you, how did they kill Kate Middleton?
Oh, I don't know anything about it really.
She's one of the royals. She married.
I mean, I know who
one of the
she is. I know
princes.
she's been missing for like 18 months or some long ass 8 months or something. Some long
Allegedly.
time.
Wait. Did she cross paths with Joe Scarborough? Because he has a history.
Oh yeah. The TV host that killed what was it, a hooker?
And
His
didn't
wife?
he kill he's killed more
Intern.
than one.
Somebody.
There was an
I
intern
thought it
that
was
he
a
killed.
prostitute. Yeah.
I've been my focus has been on the news producers at ABC, NBC, CNBC, CNN, who have all been caught with child sex trafficking shit and pictures and videos, and it seems like ubiquitous in the dinosaur media. They're all working for a kitty fucker. Like every last one seems to be at the top involved in that, you know. So I'm glad I listened to you guys and Media Monarchy and James Corbett.
RBL's
and
calling it out the way it is, man.
I'm glad you listened to us too. Thank you, man.
There's more cheese pizza in the mainstream media than the Kroger frozen aisle. I'm telling you, man.
So I wanted to just talk real quick about this thing. I slept on it. I didn't know about it. God, I'm 17 years old in 1997. Had no idea. But Scorsese made this movie, Kundun, whatever. And it's about the Dalai Lama, the 14th Dalai Lama, and his exile from China by the CCP, Mao Zedong. And when the movie was released, I thought it was pretty cool. I watched it earlier today. But when the movie was released, the CCP put pressure on the film company, on Disney. They said, hey, you're not going to sell movies and videos in our markets. You know this story. You've heard this story. You know the John Cena Sifu. Hi, ni hao. You know, the whole fucking thing. But this is when it started. This is when they had the power in 1997 to fucking shut down one of the greatest directors in our fucking history, right? In Hollywood's history.
They run the whole game.
Shut them down.
Yeah.
If
they don't want it out there, it's not going to be out there.
They blackballed the fuck out of Kundun.
Yeah. They wouldn't even show it in fucking Germany. I mean, it was like getting shut down left and right.
So what is it the story of?
It's the story of the
it's about the
14th
Dalai Lama.
Dalai Lama, thank you.
Dalai Lama, you know.
Not the Dalai Lama. That's what you moved llamas onto the truck with. The Lama Dali.
The Dalai Lama. Well, you know, I normally just say Dalai Lama because to say Dalai Lama, I have to suck my own tongue. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's the other thing I wanted to remember to say. Thank you so much. In this film, because it's well researched, Scorsese does this big research. They point out that the CCP, Mao Zedong's men are like, not only are they killing the monks, but they're pulling them out and making them fornicate with hookers. They're making them get tarnished. And I just wonder if that fucking suck my tongue thing wasn't at the end of the thumb of the CCP, like do this or blah, you know. And this guy's like, okay, I'll make myself look like a fucking, because the communist idea is religion is poison. It's a quote from the movie.
Right.
Mao says it to the Dalai Lama. It says, your religion is poison. Your people are inferior because they're religious. And it's like, what better way to discredit discredit this reincarnated Buddha type dude than, oh, he's just a pedophile, you know? Like, I don't know. Just dumb thoughts I have. I smoke a lot of weed.
Thought, you know, it's Tibet. Maybe it's a different culture. I know in Kentucky they say it's finger licking good. Maybe in Tibet they say it's tongue sucking good. You know, they
in Vatican City
meat apparently. You know,
in the Midwest it's toe sucking.
Yeah, I think Rantcast can vouch
I'm
for
about
that.
the only person that didn't cover that story.
Is it Northwest Arkansas, Midwest? But by the way, let's all say a special prayer for Rantcast, who is in recovery.
Oh yeah, he's doing good. He said he's starting to feel the pain now, so he's all right.
He's gonna make it, Drizzle.
That's right.
It gets better.
That's right. That is my official
thinking of
prognosis.
you, Chris.
That's right.
Thinking of you, Chris.
Speedy recovery, buddy. Smoke more of the weeds. It'll be all right.
Yep, it works. Ooh, I like that sand art. So, you know, the Dalai Lama, do you think it ends with him when he croaks?
Well, supposedly they're going to go around and find another one, but that's a great question because the government of Tibet's no longer there to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And now that they've got that Chinese high-speed rail line right up into fucking Lhasa, so it's completely one with China now.
There was one more thing that I noticed about this movie today. Mao waited to attack Tibet until everyone was battle weary from World War II, till it had finished. And in a similar way, it's like looking at China's ambitions for Taiwan. They're waiting for us to get embroiled and worn out from some stuff with Russia, like, in my opinion, before they move. We're going to be tied up. And
I'm curious, what do you think is going to be the outcome of this current deployment and reoccupation by thousands of American troops and American military contractors down in Haiti right now as we speak?
Does Haiti have oil or just children for the Clinton Foundation?
It's mainly children.
Mainly
just organs and children.
It's children. It's a strategic location, right?
And there's really intact human organs there to be harvested.
What's crazy about that land is that they have deforested it completely.
Oh, we were looking at it.
Really?
Yeah. If you look at satellite images,
you should mention the deforestation. We were again. Well, I'll let Drizzle say it.
Yeah, we were doing that exact thing last night on Get Fact Harder. I pulled up Google Earth and we were looking
with
at
the satellite view, and you can see it on. Yeah. Anyway,
it's like the lights in North and South Korea. You can see the border there from the trees.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's how much wealth the U.S. has stripped out of Haiti.
And apparently they're hyper overpopulated there, like in terms of like space. Like they're just stacked on top of each other with no fucking trees. And they don't, all their fossil fuels are bought offshore.
When you look at the population, if you look at the population distribution in Haiti, they have plenty of land. It's just the fact that in Port-au-Prince, and the two other cities, which are escaping me right now, there's three major cities where you have about 90% of the population living, most of them crammed into slums. But it's not that they don't have space. You know? And there are other rural communities, and there's a lot of plantations and a lot of factories that the Clintons and other multinationals have built around there. The I'm curious what you think the outcome of this U.S. occupation is going to be, because it's actually not a UN peacekeeping mission. This is a coalition of the what did I call it the other night? Coalition of the billing, because we're paying for it.
Oh yeah, this was announced.
By
I just saw this
Anthony.
earlier tonight. It was announced like months ago, or maybe last year even, that they were going to move into Haiti eventually.
Well, they just
So
informed
that's
Haiti
what this
that we're going to do it
cannibalism
now.
all over the news is for. To
Yeah,
manufacture
because
consent.
they're a bunch of cannibals, so we got to go in and restore order. It's white safety.
Because General Biggie Smalls and Coney 2012 and blah yada yada.
Yeah,
We should bring that
RBL.
back.
RBL. You don't
I want to
remember
bring
here?
back Coney 2024.
Coney is in fucking Haiti, dude. We got to get
Is
Coney.
he?
Yeah, he's in Haiti.
And fucking Al Shabaab too, and Al Sharpton.
He's trying to hide little kids from the Clinton Foundation. They got to load those tankers.
I bet Bin Laden's there too.
Hey, they've only got those dock
Not
overseers
you,
rented for,
but the other Bin
the
Laden.
cameras can only be off so long.
Hey, Drizzle, you know who else is in Haiti?
Who?
Kate
Saddam?
motherfucking Middleton.
Probably.
Princess Kate.
Probably.
Port-au-Prince.
I got a, just keep this on the down low. This is just between us. I got that photo to start using today. So we're all good.
Oh, thank God.
We're all
Hey,
good.
look out, Kate Middleton. You might get photoshopped for the 15 millionth time.
Yep.
I heard that she was a good match for an organ transplant. Perhaps.
Really? Who needed an organ?
I don't know. It was something
Bet it was King
James
Chuck.
said on Media Monarchy a couple days ago, I think.
RBL. I just couldn't imagine the British royal family killing a princess.
He was probably joking, but I thought maybe there's something truth to that, Yeah, right, exactly.
Well,
After Diana. What's her background? Is she like Diana, just some commoner that had a pretty mouth and knew how to do the thing or something? So she's expendable. Yeah. So she's
Diana's problem was her name. She should have been Liv Anna, and she'd still be alive.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have helped her.
You know what?
Not at all.
You know what? I'm glad you bring that up. What year did that happen in? Was it before 9/11 or right after?
It was before 9/11.
It was before 9/11.
Okay,
that happened
so
in
I
that
was
tunnel in Paris, France, because she was banging the Arab dude. Remember?
Fuck yeah. Then
Maybe
I was
98?
already sporting a
98.
tinfoil hat in 98 then. Because I remember thinking, this is fucking, no, they're lying. This is fucked up.
Well, the whole thing was fucked up when the news was reporting it. It was like, wait, what happened?
Yeah, whenever they're changing the events of the storyline, they're updating it. Like that's what happened on 9/11. They're just like, there were explosions in the subfloors. Reported. No, never mind. Those the AP just called and said that didn't happen.
Was
my favorite moment on 911 is when the BBC announces that Building 7 has already collapsed, and you can see over her shoulder while she's talking about Building 7 already
she doesn't
collapsed.
know what fucking Building 7 is,
and it's right there. It's intact because she was about 5 minutes ahead of.
Because of the fucking time difference.
Damn, man, bruh.
And then they said, what is his name? Larry Silverstein says, we talked with the firefighters and they're going to pull it, or whoever said they're going to pull it.
Yeah.
Right on the fucking news, bigger than shit. They're going to pull it. And then they tried to cope afterwards. They're like, oh, we're going to pull the firefighters out.
I made a hell of a remix I made a hell of a remix of Larry Silverstein with the urban moving system bands that have the murals on the side, and I've got the radio of the NYPD where they're talking about the van, and when they're talking on the what do you call that when you're listening over the radio with dispatch
scanner,
the
CB.
scanner feed of when they arrest the dancing Israelis. I think it's called LD's Bearded Pilots or something.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
something like that.
Are those the very same ones that were on the Israeli television show talking
Yes.
about how they were
Yes,
documenting the event being
we
celebrated?
were just there to document the event and
Yeah.
celebrating the event. The event.
And
Yep.
what is also compelling about the Israeli connections, there was a company, they were Israeli dual citizens that came into the buildings to paint around the core columns. And you can put nanothermite in a paint. And you can just come in and look like you're fucking painting for 2 weeks. And those things will melt. You know?
And do you know who took over the do you know who took over the security for the Port Authority of New York there at the World Trade Center? Marvin Bush.
Yeah.
Marvin Bush was, and the first thing he did was, because the World Trade Center had been bombed before in 1993. And because of that, they had brought in bomb sniffing dogs, and they would use bomb sniffing dogs. Well,
I bet those dogs are going fucking ape shit with all the.
Well, that's the thing. When they brought in Marvin Bush as head of security, the first fucking thing he did
nix the dogs
was send all the fucking dogs to Syracuse University. Go Orangemen. And got those. I mean,
actually, I think
it
it's
was
just
such
orange
a coordinated
because
plot.
Their gendered language.
And there's that 3.5 month window that they then had to prep the core columns, and Marvin was making sure that they were able to do this 24/7 with the vans and everything. Oh my god! And then the day of they do the blast, all the gold disappears, and then the next thing the towers drop. And whatever happened to all that gold that went out of the subway tunnel, where they blasted into the subway tunnel underground there?
Wait, because
that's the explosion that you hear before the plane hits.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And the guy comes out, boom! It came up from the elevator from the basement.
It came up from the basement.
And they were all fucking tore up too. It wasn't a
that's
sound
how they got
wave.
Physically took the gold out of. Anyway, for those that know, 911 was one of the largest gold heists in U.S. history.
The gold
that wouldn't surprise me.
In the basement subfloors, and they also, when they hit the Pentagon, precision targeted the accounting for all the money, the black ops, dark money, the embezzled shit, the everything.
Yeah, the $2.3 trillion that they couldn't account for.
Bin Laden's paycheck,
vaporized.
Epstein's paycheck, all
absolutely
of them
vaporized.
And you realize that they had just got done renovating the entire D ring of the Pentagon, and that hit in a newly renovated part of the Pentagon with reinforced walls. And that's why the missile didn't get all the way to A ring. Because for those that are familiar with the Pentagon, it's actually rings of buildings that go all the way in toward the center. You got D ring, C ring, B ring.
Yeah. And there's absolutely no way a plane came in at that angle past streetlights and such.
Well, you got all those street poles and the wingspan.
There were no wings found. There was no tail
no
section.
Wings. The motors the titanium components of the engines would have survived the crash.
Well, and then remember, there's like gas stations right there by the Pentagon.
Oh yeah,
that had footage of the missile, which we've now
and they were all requested. The FBI went and collected,
and they all went and confiscated it
because it shows a fucking cruise missile.
Yeah, it's a Patriot missile, right?
it's a fucking one of those smart missiles. That's so smart. It cost $3 million or some shit. How fucking smart is that when you use it on a $20,000 fucking bunch of tents?
You only need one to take over a country.
What I liked about cold snap in Germany tonight, Drizzle, and for all those Germans that are freezing fucking cold, I'd just like to say from America, hey, fuck your Nord Stream.
Is it cold tonight?
Oh yeah, just take responsibility.
Yeah, really cold, cold.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, so just pay 3 times as much, or go out and cut down a 500-year-old black Schwartz forest tree and
learn how to build a fire.
There you go.
Learn to chode.
You're gonna have to cook your bratwurst over open flame there, Sprout.
Hey, my crypto miner keeps me warm, noob.
Boom.
Bro, you want to talk about being ride or die for some Zionist Israel? Talk about Germany, man. Holy shit, man.
They're
Dude,
like the
they've been, oh my God.
they're like
German
the
people,
closet homo that's like super homophobic to cover, you know? They're
you
like,
think that
they're
the
guilt.
American government has done a number on its citizens? Dude,
Oh my God.
Germany
Right.
is like 10 times worse.
Remember,
Fucking
Germany was
batshit,
the first
dude.
land where you would go to jail for speech for displaying the wrong kind of speech if it
Yeah.
was
That's right.
pro Hitler in any way, or could be construed, you know?
That's right.
Couldn't display a swastika at all. Like, it wasn't just taboo, it was a fucking federal crime.
I don't know what they did to that region of the world, but it has been fascist forever, ever since.
I mean,
Like, it
until
hasn't
we
changed.
leave Ramstein, until we leave the Ramstein military complex, I'm going to consider Germany just U.S. occupied Europe, because we get to do whatever the fuck we want.
I think
Germany.
that's fair.
I mean, look at Nord Stream.
I'll allow
We're
it.
allowed to blow up our own pipelines. No one else is allowed to, but we're allowed to blow up our own.
I mean, Joe Biden said he'd figure out how to
Remember,
do it.
Joe
So I
Biden
take a man at his
tapped our
word.
sacred forest oil to give them oil for 12 days or whatever. Remember, that was a big gesture. That was some signaled virtue. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
My friend lives in Finland, and he's been paying crazy amounts of money for all his diesel for his truck. And he was like, they're coming after my wood stove, like this and that. Like, they want to ban everything. It's so crazy. And but somehow, even though their government is in opposition and wants to join NATO and is in opposition to Putin and Russia, and they all hate Putin, somehow their leaders worked out some deal, and Russia just gave him a bunch of fucking cheap oil, and he was like, "Oh my God, I got the good old days." He's telling me about his oil and his shit, and it just struck me as like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
Hey, RBL, I got a question for you. What do you call an 8-year-old, a 12-year-old, a 78-year-old grandma, and an 82-year-old grandpa all side by side? Huh, that's the Ukrainian military. You've had it, Putin.
yeah.
You're fucked, buddy.
So a 68-year-old guy with 2 black eyes and a broken jaw that had to beat into the fucking uniform.
That's all right. The
Limping towards
12-year-old's
you.
there to bring more ammo, and the 8-year-old's for dragging more ammo belts up. We got this.
No, it's cool. Like, didn't we have Twitch streamers joining or something at one point? Or is that over now? Shit.
What were they
Yeah, like,
joining?
Young guys from the UK and US going to sacrifice, volunteer.
Well, yeah, basically they're going to sacrifice themselves. It's
The
not
meat
like
grinder,
they're going
yeah.
to do anything over there.
They're like, I got my GoPro. I'm ready for battle. Like,
Bro,
Jesus
if you
Christ.
like playing Call of Duty, man,
yeah,
Avdiivka is your shit, dude. You need to get butthole deep into some Avdiivka trenches, man.
I mean, I hear the
Hello,
teabagging
Bakhmut.
is nice this time of year.
Napalm smells.
I'm staring at this Tibetan stuff that's rolling on my screen. Sorry, I did zoned out there.
I'm kind of
Fire
zoned
up
out
the
on it
joint.
too.
We've got
I can
about
tell you,
20 minutes left
if
of
the
show.
Tibetans want to reassert their sovereignty, if they want to get the Dalai Lama and everything back on even keel, back up in Lhasa, Yona pro tip, casino gambling.
Mhm.
Open a
Yeah, yeah.
casino,
Yeah.
host a powwow every year. It gets better.
Guys, what's the truth about the Uyghurs and the Uyghur genocide? Because at first I hear
believe it's
a real
organ
thing.
harvesting.
Now I hear, yeah, I'd heard about that, right?
Yeah, it's an organ
From
harvesting
a woman
operation.
that was seemed very credible to me and was talking about it, that had escaped.
Is it Uyghur or Uyghur? How do you pronounce it?
I don't think it
what's
matters.
the whole Uyghur fascination with horse cock?
Cenk
'Cause, you
Uyghur.
know, Destiny's there too. I mean, he's not. There's several. You know, you talk about this independent media infighting,
Hmm.
and our whole charity fighting lineup here. I think a good opening act for Berwick and Robinson would be Cenk Uygur wrestling a horse cock.
I mean, you can tune in to see that pretty much any night on his show. That's
no,
not
better
really,
yet, better yet,
Missed.
we'll have Destiny wrestle Cenk Uygur for who gets to wrestle the horse cock off camera, because we don't need to see.
Yeah, we don't need to
this
see it.
alternative media infighting,
Yeah.
is this the product of the line being drawn by Zionism that seems to divide?
I
Or
mean,
is it something
I suppose
else?
you could probably look at it that way. Well, the main thing that I pointed out was the whole wellness company thing. And I don't know anything about anything. All I know is I remember seeing
Are they
back
selling old, ineffective old drugs that are shitty?
I don't know.
people?
I haven't looked into it.
What's the deal with them?
I know I was told by somebody, and I can't remember who it was at this point, but somebody said, look out for anything that has the word wellness in it. It's not going to be good for you. I was like, all right, cool. This was like back when I was learning about the whole One Health thing.
So this is Peter McCullough's initiative, and it's got the COVID nurse, the black lady that was like standing up.
Stella.
She was the leader.
Dr.
Stella
Emmanuel, who's now a brand.
Stella Emmanuel.
There are ads
Yeah.
on Twitter for Dr. Stella Emmanuel's supplements. So she is now a brand. She is no longer just a person.
That's very suspicious. Yeah, it is a red
Bingo.
flag
Well,
thing.
speaking of
But at
the
the same
good
time, it's
doctor
just supply and demand.
heart
This is,
specialist, Peter
I want
McCullough
hydroxychloroquine, and I want
Look, here's
from
my
Baylor.
issue. Here's my issue with the whole thing.
I just want to point this out about Dr. Peter McCullough. Like,
I
if
checked
you
it out.
even want to
Drugs
read
are
one
expensive.
of his tweets on Twitter, you have to pay money just to even read one of Peter McCullough's tweets. Go fuck yourself, Peter McCullough. Anyway.
I feel that I can't afford that.
Well, here's my issue, right? I'm not saying that anybody's crooked or dirty or trying to do anything nefarious.
Right.
The way I'm looking at it is what they're doing is they're following the exact same model that ended up with 80% of news media advertising being paid by big pharma. That's exactly the model that they're following. So if that's what you want to achieve as your end result, you're starting out correctly.
The staff with the two snakes is a deadly motherfucker, man, in anybody's hands, really, if you think about it. Too much, too long. The power.
Remember the Stanford Milgram experiments,
Some
RBL?
people love money more than anything
to get people
else.
to crank that dial even higher and deliver what they thought was an even more painful shock.
Which is why these dancing
other
nurses
people's
put
wrong
these people on the
answers.
ventilators. And
It's when they receive those orders and commands from a lab coat with a notepad and a stethoscope, then they would crank it to 11.
That's
And
That's what
they
Stanford
had to
Milgram
have
told
dancing
us.
nurses on the television, just like they had to have dancing Nazi girls in the fucking in Germany, to get them thinking it was normal and good to do their bullshit, like the same thing. We have no, I think what's the real problem is, like, all the good people, most of the good people are already dead. And when I mean good, I mean like the greatest generation, like the people that I knew that would have been around 100 could do anything. They were good moral people.
Yeah.
They were like dependable and at their word people. They were stand-up people, and they could repair a car. They could fix a house. They could set a broken bone, maybe. Like, they knew all this shit from a life that was hard and rewarding with knowledge. And then their kids were coddled and dropped the fucking ball.
Yeah.
And then we get these psychos from pharma got on my generation. And now we've got like pharma sex change, turbo internet, goldfish, attention span, TikTok tard
we
generation.
got fucking transhumanism coming
It's
down
just
the
like
pipe.
Getting progressively worse and worse and worse. And when I meet a kid that's like 20 and says he played in a creek as growing up, I'm like, holy, thank God, Like, wow.
But
That's
this is
great.
all part of eugenics. Title 10 funding, it's all about eugenics and greenwashing. I mean, there is a continuum of this propaganda that you can trace all the way back to Astor and Greeley and
Oh, yeah.
Rockefeller and
Carnegie.
Flagler. I mean, and
Yeah.
Carnegie, you know.
Harriman, Warburg. I mean, there's so many names.
These are the same slimy creatures that swam ashore Jekyll Island and cooked up our fucking so-called income tax, which is voluntary. And
It was
the
a
Federal
Christmas
Reserve.
present, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Wasn't
it
it like
was.
a Christmas present?
1913.
Yeah, December
Yeah, while
23rd.
everybody's
December
sleeping,
19.
go to sleep or Santa won't come. You know, like fuck. They have a certain. You got to give it to hand it to them for their flair, the way they rub your nose in the what they're giving us.
I don't honestly. I don't think any of the law even really matters, because again, it's just the whole us versus them game, and they know whether or not you're one of them. So if you're not one of them, you're one of us, and we always get the shaft. Always. That's the rules of the game. And that's just how it is. And how it's
Yeah, the
always
difference
been.
is when I was a dumbass young kid, I would get the shaft for just being a fucking prick, stealing or breaking or fighting, you know. And now if I
But
get
that
it, it's
wasn't
going
the
to be
reason
for
you were
standing up
getting
for
the
what's
shaft.
fucking right. You know what I mean? It's
But
going to
that's
be
the
the
thing.
total
Is that wasn't
polar opposite.
You weren't getting the shaft because you were fucking around and not doing what you were supposed to be doing. You were getting the shaft because you're supposed to get the shaft, regardless of what you're doing.
Hey, Bin Laden. I'm currently remixing my
Oh,
latest
you mean like-
project. I'm working on Voodoo Child by Jimi Hendrix.
Hell
But
yeah.
it's like I'm trapping it
Is
up.
that the one? Stand next to a mountain, chop it down with the
With
side
the
of
edge of my hand. Yeah, that's the one. So,
Yeah, that shit's dope.
what do you think about doing some raps on some Jimi Hendrix there? You think you can pull that off?
I would give it a shot, bro. I
All
can't
right,
make
all
any
right.
promises.
Well, yeah,
I'll shoot my
I
shot.
can't promise it'll be the best thing I've ever done, but I'll give my best effort. So,
I'm no Ben Shapiro, man, but I'll try. I'll try to lay a bar.
when I get done smoking weeds with Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze, of course, I'll send that your way, and we'll see what happens. See what happens.
Hell yeah.
But I got to make sure that it's at least 25% original content, copyright.
Oh, like because you're doing like a remix. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah,
Right.
it can't be just completely Jimmy. It's got to be a lot of
Yeah,
RBL
yeah.
and Yonage going on up in there too.
Hell yeah.
But we've done it before. We'll do it again. Although the stuff with the Dead Fella, it's all original, 100% original. And I haven't gotten any. I put up the NPC anthem. Haven't gotten any strikes for that.
Oh, is that on YouTube?
The last Yona banger I heard involved Joe Biden defecating in his diaper.
Yeah,
He
did you
pooped
know
on
that
himself.
Death to Tyrants remixed that song?
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is. We played it, I think.
Yeah.
The Death to Tyrants remix of I
we
Pooped
did.
on Myself.
I think
It's
we
got
played
a lot of
that
clips
show.
on it. Death to Tyrants, man. He's got a whole wheelhouse of video editing prowess.
Yeah, he's a talented cat, man.
Yeah, man.
You know who blows my mind? Sugar Cube from I guess T Lab Media Monarchy.
Yeah, man, he has the most bizarre sense of humor. It took me a while to get used to it.
Well, I'm kind of that way too. Like that's why his videos speak to me so much. I think like he threw Jim Henson's The Dark Crystal into the context with Apocalypto, Sacrifices, and Moderna and Pfizer and the Eclipse, and I was like, this is it. You know,
could be
that shit was amazing. His videos are freaking cool.
So what's the whole thing with the eclipse? Is there like somewhere out on the West Coast where I have to go in order to witness the eclipse?
No, it's going through the Midwest essentially. It's coming up through Texas and then continuing kind of almost following the Mississippi.
Oh, dope.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So I could just
If
go
you
down
go
into
on
Kentucky and catch it.
NASA's website, you can plug in your location and it'll show you like how much of the full eclipse you'll be able to view, I guess. I don't know.
Let me put in.
We'll be broadcasting during it.
Eclipse.
And I won't have any of the lights in the studio turned on, so it'll just be
The total
ambient
solar
light
eclipse
from
will be
outside.
visible along a very narrow track stretching from Texas to
It's
the
not
state
that
of
narrow.
Maine
Oh wow, it's
on April the 8th.
Yep.
A partial eclipse will be visible throughout all
of the United States. Yeah.
All right.
So everybody's going to see some of it. Some of us are going to see all of it.
Yes. Oh my God. So full eclipse.
Yeah, this is the big
ripping
one too.
right through the middle
Like,
of
they're
Ohio.
Pulling out National Guard and all sorts of shit for this thing. It's crazy.
It's going right through Ohio. So let's see.
Hell yeah, that's near me. I can see it then.
There's who is it? I think Grimerica is organizing
it's gonna
something
miss me, bro.
down here in Texas, and they're like right in the spot where you
Look
want
at
to
the
be.
almost total. That's where
I'm
I like it.
looking at the map
Almost
now
total.
here, Drizzy. And looks like Linden and Atlanta, Texas are in the zone,
Mhm.
but I don't think
Jasper's a little bit outside.
I think Jasper's a little bit south.
Just a little bit. But it'll still
there's
be
Jasper.
Yeah,
right
it'll still
over
be-
from DeRidder, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We're going to hit like, I think it said something like 97% of total eclipse or something. So it's not quite 100, but you won't be able to fucking tell.
Why are these tool
Nobody
bags got to
know.
stand in front of the map?
Nobody's going to know. Shh. Just
Why are they standing in front of the
keep
map?
it on the DL, man. Come on.
Short stacks,
Okay.
failed actress, and fucking dickhole. Get off the thing. Let me see.
So
More
I would have
space.
to go. Looks like I'll have to go all the way up to either
I'm right here.
Cincinnati or Columbus or Yellow Springs to catch 100. I'll just go to Dave Chappelle's.
There you go.
Smoke weed.
Say hi to Dave for me. Shout out DC.
You know who also is my neighbor here? Just about 25 minutes.
Dave
east
Chappelle,
of
whose
here.
mother worked for the State Department. Oh, wow.
My
that-
other neighbor,
wow.
25 minutes from here in West Union, Ohio, the one and only Afro Man. That's right. I was going to go visit him the other day.
You should.
But then I got high. I forgot.
No.
I was gonna look into Dave Chappelle's connections with the spooks, but then I got high. I forgot that I needed to do that.
See, that's why Dave Chappelle disappeared into Africa. He was on a secret mission.
Well,
helping
why
us
are
all.
all our heroes and icons the offspring of the military? You know,
Because it's all manufactured.
intelligence.
All of it's
Yeah.
manufactured. Every single
Damn,
bit.
we're going to be at 93% total eclipse right here at the house. That might be good enough.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Be good enough. I don't know about driving all the way to Columbus.
Yeah, we're good where we're at. We don't want to get totally eclipsed, bro. Didn't you hear that song before?
Total
Mhm.
eclipse of the heart. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's painful. Like
Yeah, it didn't sound good.
So I saw somebody do a graphic of this eclipse, the path that it's taking, and then the last one back in, what was it, like 2017, I think. And they make a big X right over the United States.
yeah, X
Uh-oh.
marks the spot.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Spot for what? Asteroid?
here.
Asteroid 2024?
That's who I voted for.
I mean, I'm cool with it. If it takes out Chicago or Los Angeles, I'm
Are
good.
you still close enough to old Mexico to go down there, shave your head, put on some tattoos
All I
on your
know is
eyeballs,
I do
come
not
back
trust
in,
an
get the
asteroid
$10,000.
that passed Uranus.
I
Anyway.
probably could.
Yeah, just be like, no se habla inglés. Or actually, if you know any like Swahili or Haitian.
Nah, we're lucky when I can
Oh,
remember.
well,
Whatever
tell you
English,
what,
man.
I'm going to teach you 3 words in Swahili that I want you to swear to memory, RBL. The first word is nataka. Nataka. Nataka.
That's easy. Nataka.
I want nataka. All right. The second word is kavuta. Kuvuta. That means to smoke. Nataka kavuta. And then the Swahili word for weed, I shit you not, is bongi. Bongi.
That
like bong.
Synchronicity right there. That's crazy.
Nataka. So say it with me.
Fingerprints of the gods.
Say it with me one time all the way through.
Right.
Nataka kabuta bongi.
Bongi.
Nataka kabuta bongi. Right. And so then when you say it with the
Nataka
proper
kabuta
accent
bongi.
at the right speed, it's, Nataka kabuta bongi, simamsuda buanungawa, It's
cool. That's all I need.
Hakuna Matata.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the words that Ash Williams has to remember to banish evil. Like, and I'm gonna forget one of them, so I gotta
Kalima.
Nakata.
Nataka.
Nataka.
Damn, it's over.
Kaput.
It's not Macaca. We're not running for governor of Virginia. Nataka Kabuta Bongi. Oh, Drizzle remembers that one.
Yeah.
Taka Kabuta Bongi.
That's
there you
it. Go. Nataka Kabuta Bongi. Like Neil Cavuto. Nataka Kabuta Bongi.
That's right.
I can't promise anything.
Still
I got
on
a Sharpie.
Fox, by the way.
I'm going to write it on my arm.
Nataka Kabuta Bongi. I was taught that by my friend Odinga Sesirahinga from Kigali, which is the main city in Rwanda. Hutus and Tutsis.
There you go.
And that he did confirm to me that when the Hutus cut the Tutsis, they actually chopped up into Tootsie Rolls. Anyways.
I think I think that was too soon, Yona.
That's too soon.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Well, gentlemen, it's almost midnight, which means you have successfully survived the Ides of March. I still have an hour to go, so keep your fingers crossed. But we are, matter of fact, we are at the 2-minute warning. So that means
we will be gathering again tomorrow night for Saturday night freakout, since we had to skip last Saturday night.
Of course
we're going to be picking back up where we left off 2 weeks ago. And I will be in the chats because I think by tomorrow night, it will have happened.
What?
I mean, we're already up to 10. We're already up to 10.
You think we'll have number 11 tomorrow? We'll see.
I think the number 11 event is going to be the Spinal Tap major loss of life. I hope not. I'm not rooting for disaster. It just seems inevitable. There's nothing I can do to make it go faster or slow down. There's nothing I can do to stop it.
Well, like I said, I think we're going to have a major crash. I think that's where it's going to go, and then they're just going to shut down air travel.
Yep.
Or at least it's going to get severely reduced, and it's not going to come back from that. I hate to break it to everybody.
It's going to kill the airline. Because when you lose confidence in the airflying public.
That was part of what COVID was for. Was killing the airline industry, killing our ability to move freely about the realm.
But people still trusted the airplanes, though. When people lose trust, when there's this constant doubt that is my plane going to be the next plane that falls out of the sky?
Yeah, they're done.
That actually kills the fucking industry, and because when you lose, the same thing with the stock markets. When the bond apocalypse happens and the treasury bills are shit, RBL can back me up on this. When the T-bills are shit, and you've got total loss of confidence in the markets, we can kiss the dollar goodbye, buddy. Hello, turbo inflation.
Yeah, Weimar Republic.
Well, good night, everybody. Sweet dreams.
Yeah, sweet dreams. Hopefully,
Where's Doligi?
Hopefully